Today, I am privileged to offer to all of you my words of Beraka and congratulations. And I will equally do the same to the administration, faculty, staff, and other students of CUIB, friends, families, mentors, loved ones, here and back home, who helped in so many ways to get you to this important stage of your lives. When I reflect, thank you, when I reflect on the transition that has occurred from our first batch of last year and your batch, Paul's words in Romans chapter 5, verse 5, come so powerfully in my mind. Our hope is not deceptive because the love of God has been poured into our hearts by the Holy Spirit whom he has given us. Indeed, today we are witnesses to these words of Paul in CUIB's history. Hope has not disappointed us. The batch of hope, the batch of last year, 2014, has produced today the batch of the first. Thanks to the love of God that was poured not only into the hearts of each and every one of you, but also on this institution, your parents, your present guidance, friends, and well-wishers. Why the batch of first? Permit me to highlight some of the extraordinary and outstanding achievements of your batch. You are the first batch to have understood and picked up the philosophy, mission, vision, identity, core values of CUIB and its secrets. Some of these secrets which you have understood need a little elaboration. Your batch is the first to understand that in CUIB, focus is on the who issues, ethics, character, spirituality, and attitude before the what issues, certificates, matricule, or entitlement. It is our conviction that a nation can only be great by the character of its people and institutions and not on their titles. In CUIB, thank you, we believe that people are not your most important asset. The right people with the right mindset are your most important asset. That is why your classmate and president of CUIB Students Government Association, Mr. Momo Bertrand, removed those who were ineffective and inefficient from his government during his presidency, a move which restored credibility and confidence among the students. You have also understood that in CUIB, we do not use the phrase, the problem is. Instead, we look for solutions, not problems. If you keep using the problem is phrase and hang out with people who have the problem is syndrome, you will never succeed and reach your highest potentials. We live in a society where people begin by looking for the negatives first. They spend their energy articulating problems, accusing everyone, blaming others for their lack of hard work, and condemning everybody for their failure in life. Even some of our churches have been carried over by this syndrome as you find people exposing their problems to the world in search for a cure. One thing is certain. When you encounter the problem is people, they use their energy to give reasons why this or that cannot work, or this or that cannot be achieved. And that is what they told our chancellor when he said he wanted to start CUIB. It cannot work, Bishop. But today, look at CUIB. Look at the city of saints and scholars. It is working. Your batch is also the first to have embraced the genius of and philosophy of CUIB, or what some members in CUIB call the boat and culture. Instead of choosing A or B, we train our students to figure out how to have A and B, faith and reason, spirituality and hard work, freedom and responsibility, continuity and change, physical and spiritual, and saints and scholars. The recent crisis of insecurity in the world is the result of an educational system that talks of freedom but does not emphasize responsibility. In CUIB, both are necessary, and this batch did embrace this uniqueness of our core values. Thank you so much. You are the first to have understood what excellence looks and feels like in CUIB by living it in CUIB and carrying it out of our walls. Look at how gorgeous you are today. Clap for yourselves. You are the first batch to truly understand that entrepreneurship is inculcating a positive mindset of solving problems in the community, impacting the lives of others, especially the economically challenged of society, and appreciating those who are making the difference in the world. You showed this by the many activities you fostered through your Students' Government Association under the leadership of the great President Momo Bertrand and Vice President Vanessa Zomi. You are the first to understand CUIB's principle of FAIL, which stands for failure always improve learning. You came to CUIB with lots of problems, but amazingly ended in CUIB with lots of solutions. You are the first that have not been afraid to address issues squarely, especially the scandal of some part-time faculty lecturers who were trafficking with marks, and led us to take the hard decision to fire a good number of them and also employ only permanent lecturers. Today, CUIB has a 90% of permanent lecturers, thanks to your batch that cried foul to the few who wanted to destroy our values. Thank you so much for what you did. You are the first to win a good number of international awards while still studying in CUIB. For instance, Ms. Vanessa Zomi, who is here present, won the second international prize for the Anshisha Award in South Africa for having worked with the Moringa team to produce the Moringa tea which treats diabetes. Among the two CUIB students who won the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program Award of $20,000 each, aimed at training 1,000 entrepreneurs in Africa, one of you here present, Mr. Manga Yannick Angemis, created an environmental friendly company to produce paper bags as against plastic bags, while Theodore Maya made an egusi cracking machine. At the national level, on December 9, 2015, though she was the only woman amongst 25 finalists, Ms. Vanessa Zomi again once more won the Grand Innovation Prize Award of 1 million francs for startup in Cameroon. Thank you. And she has given 10% of this award to CUIB as her own contribution to the senior class in transition gift. This shows how your class is already living out the EOC philosophy. Also, Mr. Agne Bonville competed at the Africa Rethink Award in France a few weeks ago. He was equally voted recently as National Vice President of the Junior Chambers International Cameroon this year. You are the first batch to stand firm by what you believe and kept alive the CUIB Sancti Escolari Choir under the leadership of the great Teke George, one of the CUIB SUSI students who were selected by the US Department of State to represent Cameroon for the Student Leader on Social Entrepreneurship Program in the US. You are the first to understand that God must be in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end of all that you do. Each time you organize conferences in school, such as the Khmer Youth United Forum, which brought participants from all over the country, the He for She Conference, which advocates for women empowerment, the first ever Leadership Academy, which gathered 50 active leaders from all over Cameroon to discuss on the theme, Cameroon's Emergence, Myth or Reality, diseases sensitization, which aimed at sensitizing students on chlamydia, AIDS, and AIDS-related diseases, just to name a few. You will, for the most part, conclude them with prayers at the shrine in Sase. You are the first to set up a brain box contest known as CUIB God Gifts. You also started CUIB God Talent to assist the university in enhancing the talents of the students and help them in developing those gifts from God. In so doing, you also played a tremendous role in inspiring the younger ones and help them to exploit their talent and passion to the fullest. No wonder, then, that in December 2015, Miss Olivia Marianne Ngole, sophomore student, became Miss Prestige Cameroon. You are the first to broadcast CUIB information in the university's buses and share information in a more effective and efficient way to ensure that the entire community is abreast of the news on campus, since information also is power. Above all, you will be the first batch to enroll in graduate programs in CUIB, which will take off this coming January 2016. Be the first to pick up your brochures for more details. My dear batch of firsts, the reality is that if you achieve all these and have all these blessings, it was because you pushed yourself out of your comfort zone. You took risk. You did not only think out of the box, but you kicked the box away to avoid the danger of getting back into the box. Saying all this about your class is not to make you rest on your laurels. But remember, you have not arrived. Today is your commencement. Commencement day for all of you soon to be graduates of the Catholic University Institute of Boya, the entrepreneurial university. Commencement does not mean the end. The word means the beginning. You have just begun. To paraphrase Sir Winston Churchill, one of the greatest leaders the world has known, said, "This is not the end of your discovery. It is not even the beginning of the end. It is perhaps the end of the beginning." You have begun that never-ending journey towards wisdom, towards entrepreneurship, towards innovation and creativity to make the world a better place where the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, a world where competence and honesty prevail, a world where people are not satisfied with just learning what is needed to have a degree, certificate, a matricle, or entitlement, but rather one that pursues learning in order to make a big difference and a positive impact in the world. And above all, a world where people work together to foster the culture of excellence, feel excellence, and celebrate excellence. Be proud of making the world a little more beautiful as CUIB. To all our stakeholders, CUIB has tremendously recorded many achievements throughout the year. Permit me to mention a few. At the academic level, last year, CUIB had a total enrollment of 1,319 students. As of today, The total number of students stands at 1,638. Thank you. Of this number, 464 are males and 376 are females. In this number, 59 were granted scholarships. For faculty, we have systematically seen an increase in numbers, particularly permanent lecturers, from 47 in 2014 to 78 in 2015, giving an increase of 90.24%. Thank you. This shows our desire to make our faculty constantly available to our students, for we believe our VIPs need the right coaches in life. As regards staff, the staff strength has also increased from 80 in 2014 to 129 in 2015, giving a total of 209, an increase of 61.25%. This is not only a clear indication of our commitment to foster entrepreneurial education of quality in Cameroon, but also assists the state to achieve Vision 2035 of our President, His Excellency President Paul Biya, for an emergent Cameroon. Infrastructural development. With increase in enrollment of students and employment of more staff and faculty, we had to pay attention to infrastructure. The Wokaka Camp building project is ongoing. There are about 20 classrooms ready and being used. More offices have been constructed and furnished. In the nearest future, some offices are going to move to Wokaka campus. We have constructed 3 new classrooms and about to add more at Moliko campus. This will cater for the postgraduate programs. St. Martha's Restaurant has been expanded and modernized to serve faculty, staff, and students comfortably. At the level of sports, the Sports Academy has been developed not only to foster the holistic training of the human person, but also, more importantly, to give an opportunity to those who could not have the chance to fructify their talent. This led to the creation of CUIB Sports Academy on the 19th of October 2015 by the Minister of Sports and Physical Education, His Excellency Mr. Ishmael Bidum Pat. At the moment, I'm very proud to inform you that the CUIB Sports Academy has a total of 206 athletes from primary and secondary schools within our communities. Moreover, one of the players, Elombi Ngo Frederick, was selected to join the Cameroon national basketball team. Thank you. Elombi is there. Listen to me. This shows the quality of trainers that we have among the best in Cameroon and at the international sphere. Among the greatest achievements of the Sports Academy, our board service was solicited by the Cameroon Basketball Federation through her president to transport the Cameroon female national basketball team that played the finals of the 2015 African Cup of Nations in basketball that was hosted in Cameroon last September 2015. This has increased the impact that CUIB is creating also at the national level. Health. Training saints and scholars with a sound mind in a sound body is our calling. This year, we have created the CUIB Sister Emanuela Fomenki Memorial Foundation Clinic to take care of the health problems our faculty, staff, and students and our communities are facing. This clinic will be officially launched on the 9th of January 2016. We thank Premier Business Partners Solutions in London for partnering with us to see this dream come true. As you could see, these achievements were not just at the institutional and national levels. Also at the international sphere, we could feel the impact CIB is making in the world. It is in this regard that CUIB was acknowledged by the Association of Catholic Colleges and Universities, ACCU, in the USA as the number 6 among the 10 universities that were internationally recognized as bold and courageous by this association. Thank you. It should be noted that CUIB is the only African member for now of this association, which comprises more than 230 international members. This international recognition was because of the new perspective CUIB has brought in higher education in the world. Above all, I have good news for you and your parents. As I earlier said, the Minister of Higher Education authorized CUIB to run graduates and MBA programs. These programs will be mentored by some foreign universities in addition to our premier and paramount mentor, the University of Buea. This extension of CUIB Frontiers of Mentorship will be in the following areas: School of Business, Accounting, Management, Banking and Finance, and Entrepreneurship, mentored by University of St. Thomas, and Human Resource Management, Transport Logistics, Marketing Insurance, and Risk Management, mentored by Collège de Paris, France. School of Engineering and Technology, Electrical Engineering, Chemical Engineering, Mechanical and Software, Electromechanical Engineering, mentored by University of St. Thomas, Minnesota, USA, and Construction Management, Civil and Environmental Engineering, mentored by North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, Greensboro, USA. School of Information Technology, Cybersecurity, Electronics Technology, Information Technology, and Technology Management, mentored by North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, Greensboro, USA. And Communication, Media, and Technology, mentored by La Roche College, Pittsburgh, USA, and Capitol College, Technical University, Maryland. School of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Agriculture and Natural Resource, Integrated Agriculture and Agribusiness, and Sustainable Agriculture, Organic Animal Production, Biotechnology, and Livestock Policy. Last appeal. Peter Thiel, Silicon Valley entrepreneur, has urged students to drop out, to leave university and pursue their individual entrepreneurial dreams. After all, the logic goes, Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates dropped out and they seem to have been okay. Well, yes, but we should remember that though Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard, they were products of Harvard. Harvard was the place where their world-changing discoveries were born. Thank you. They became great thanks to their universities. You too will become great, my dear students, my dear to-be alumni, thanks to the values you have embraced in CUIB. Today, you will be joining the alumni network of CUIB. Therefore, always remember CUIB, your home, the city of saints and scholars. CUIB has been the place where your world-changing discoveries were born. We look forward to welcoming you next year during your homecoming. Conclusion. I cannot end these words of welcome without thanking all of you who, despite their tight schedule, were able to make it at this second commencement ceremony of CUIB. I also wish to thank the Minister of Higher Education, His Excellency Professor Jacques Famendongo, for his continued support geared towards the growth of the entrepreneurial education of CUIB. I equally thank the Vice Chancellor of UB, Professor Naloba Lyonga, who has also always been there to guide us in our growth through the mentorship process. I thank in a special way our commencement guest speaker, Monsignor Mauricio West, for accepting to come to Africa for the first time in order to share this great, everlasting, and commemorative moment with us today, despite his very busy schedule. Your guidance tremendously has impacted the development of your university. We love you. The last but not the least, I equally extend my special appreciation and gratitude to Suze Dupeyi, our partner, for their unflinching support to the growth of CUIB and constant willingness to be the main sponsor of CUIB events. Thank you for your kind attention, and may the Almighty God bless you all.
Thank you, President, for that awesome